Hey, good morning, everybody. Rory Powers, Right Line Trading. This broadcast is for educational demonstration purposes only. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, man, you better ask somebody. You could lose your entire trading account. There is a significant, substantial amount of risk associated with trading these financial instruments. Please consult with a licensed financial advisor. I am not one of them. All right, with that being said, let's get ready to rumble. Hope everybody had a really nice evening. Today is Thursday, March 20th. If you're with us, that's the good news. Hallelujah. God is good. Still in the game. Let's take a look at the Forex Factory, make sure we don't have any unpleasant surprises. Yesterday, we had the FOMC. Had a big move up. Let's see what happened. And now a big move down. You can see that inverted smiley face. So I asked David Wise. I always like to ask David because David Wise is our professional options trader. And I asked him what his outlook was, just to get his opinion. And he said that the Feds are between a rock and a hard place. That ever been there? They see economic growth slowing and inflation slightly higher than expected. They'd like to cut further to help with economic conditions, but higher inflation than they wanted would usually lead to a rise in rates. So they're trapped at where they are right now. So I think, to put it in layman's terms, they don't know what the heck is going to happen next. And I think there's a lot of uncertainty. And I think that that's why we're seeing the price of gold skyrocket the way we've been seeing it. So today, according to Jerome Powell's best calculations, he doesn't know what's going to happen next. We have this morning, we had unemployment claims, the Philly Fed Manufacturing Index, current account, 10 a.m. existing home sales. That has an orange folder. That's a medium. CB leading index month over month at 10 a.m. 10:30 natural gas storage. Good morning, Jorge. If today's your first day joining us, good morning, Ankh, Mohammed, Jim, Rao. Thank you so much for joining me. It'd be lonely without you. So if today is your first day joining us, my name's Rory Powers. I'm with Right Line Trading. We're going to be trading the futures this morning, specifically with our automated bots. Right Line Trading has some extremely powerful and sophisticated bots. And once they're enabled, they'll automatically execute and manage the trades on your behalf. The system currently trades the futures index equities, the keyword there, futures, NASDAQ, S&P 500, the ES. We have some strategy on the Dow, and we've diversified into crude oil and gold. So we've really got our finger on the pulse of the market. If institutional money is going to rotate their assets, rotate their equity into one asset class, we're going to be all over it. That's really our goal, is to follow along with institutional money. We have the IBOTs, which are going to kick on once the stock market opens. And our IBOTs
order submitted
are looking at the cash market, the stock market. And what they're looking for really is a disparity between uptick and downtick. They look at imbalances of advancing and declining volume. So a true leading indicator is the trigger. We let the bots run pre-market. I enabled mine. Unfortunately, I went to sleep last night and didn't enable them for the overnight session. So these have been running since 8 a.m. this morning. Gold, as usual, early, is right on top of my leaderboard. I'll tell you, to enable gold at 6 or 7 in the morning Eastern, right to the market open, you do extremely well. Last couple of weeks, every morning I wake up and gold is on top of the leaderboard. We have our NQ Smart Stop 2. What that is that's the velocity bot on the NASDAQ 30 range without the velocity filter. It's the same bot, it just doesn't have that extra filter, the velocity filter. The ES Smart Stop 2. Our ES8 Unirenko. And I've got one of my 30 range E-mini stars on the top of the leaderboard as well. So what we do is, what I do is I use what they call a trade copier. If you're a prop trader and you have multiple accounts, it's a real good idea to get yourself a trade copier. It makes copying your trades. Well, let me back up for just a moment. Each one of our bots and drones, when you place your order, it comes with its own separate SIM account. Its own separate SIM account, and there's a good reason for it. We want to be able to have a historical performance of each and every one of our bots individually. If we had them all running in the same account, it'd be total chaos. We wouldn't know which one did what, when, or how. We'd be missing out on a huge treasure trove of data. So by assigning each bot their own particular SIM account, for example, the Star Drone is this one here. This shows us from March 17th to March 19th. We'll make this to the 20th now. This bot made just about break even. My bot on the ES Scalper is down 800. Here's on the Mac truck. The 20 Unirenko has been really high.
Order submitted.
So with this trade performance metrics, it gives us an idea of which our most profitable bots are.
Order submitted.
That information, I always do the what have you done for me latelys. I do a very close, tight look back this week. If you did good last month, we appreciate it. We're grateful. But we want to know what you did for us lately, today, this week. We're going to go with the ones that are performing the best now. This is the epitome of now. This is this current trading session. With my trade performance metrics, I can look at the entire week or the month and get a bigger picture. And armed with that information, what we do is we get a trade copier, we put our top bot as the leader account, and we copy it across our prop accounts. or if you use a live account, or whichever account you want to copy it to, you would be able to copy any one of those SIM accounts across all of your prop accounts. Very quick and easy. We've got I like to call it a prop trading hack. It's a trade that we do in the first 30 minutes of the market open, usually within the first 15 minutes. And the way it works is we look at our 20 Unirenko up here. This chart up here is the NASDAQ on a 20U, which is a higher time frame than my 30 range. And what we do is we time the entry. We enable the 30 range bot. We enable it. Once the market is open, we give it a few minutes for the market to settle down, and then we're looking for an alignment and trend with our 20 Unirenko. We want price to be below our 15 and 50 on both charts in order to take a short trade. So we would enable it once the market settles down around 933 or 935, and they're both lined up market structure-wise in the same direction. You can see my moving averages on the chart. If the 15 and 50 are red and price is below on both, then I would enable it and take that entry. If there's not an agreement of trend, then we would wait until there is. It's not a discretionary trade. It's still an automated trade. We're just timing when we turn on our trade copier. It's still an automated entry. We're just waiting to enable the trade copier until we have our rules met. We're actually working right now on completely automating this strategy and eliminate all discretion. We're not quite there yet, so we will see how that plays out. We've been having a tremendous amount of success in the last couple of months using that strategy. I was thinking of even experimenting with cutting the risk in half. It starts off, it has a 100-tick profit target and a 100-tick stop loss. I was thinking maybe cutting the risk in half, maybe starting with a 50-tick stop, going to 2 contracts. But I hate to fix what's not broken. You get something that's working, don't change a thing. For the love of God. Yeah, 6,000 per day is good enough, Rao. See, now, Rao, that's capital preservation. That's very responsible capital preservation. 6,000 per day is Rao's. That's his personal goal. Me, I'd be happy with 10% of that. Maybe even 5. So everybody's profit goals are different. But it's important to have one so you could stop trading once you reach it. Good morning, Mo. Now, Mohammed's going to give this a shot today. I spoke with him yesterday. Mohammed had 20 evals prior to coming to Right Line last week and failed them all. His first week with the automated bots, he bought 5 accounts. 1 has passed, 1 has failed, and we're in the game with 3 more. So right now we're 1-1 with 3 still live. And Mo's going to give this a try this morning.
Order submitted.
Okay, 929. 929. We're kind of lined up for a short. Now I know there's a couple of second delay on YouTube. That's a bit of an issue if you're trying to follow my entry. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for a moment or two after the market opens and just time out when I enable this. The strategy I'm copying off of is the 30 range velocity. We just broke
Order
through.
submitted.
Okay, it just took that entry right at the market open. We don't want to get caught up in a head fake here. Let's just let's let the market settle down. It would have worked in our favor. We've got some good volume, some good selling pressure right now, but we're right into support. We need a retracement back to the 50. Here we go. Just retrace back to the 50. That area of support has me a little concerned here.
Order submitted.
Good morning, Gambit. We're not going to trade into support. We have our alignment like we were looking for. But we're trading right into support now if we were to go short. There we go. That's what we needed. A little bit of a retracement. Give us some room.
Order submitted.
Gold just
Order
jumped
submitted.
in long.
Order submitted.
Don't quite have alignment yet.
Order submitted.
Our 20U
Order
just
submitted.
now broke over. Just now. We're in our profit window on the 30 range. We could go ahead and enable it now.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Now we have a line
Order
up,
submitted.
and boom, we're in. See if we can get a continuation. Just looking for a couple hundred on my PA. Come on, long.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Bam. All
Order
right.
submitted.
We'll take that right there. So there it is. That's our trade. That's our setup. That's our trade. I look to make a few $100s across my PA accounts.
Order submitted.
300 to 500 on my evals. And we went for a full winner. Doing our power play, morning power play, scored again. That easy, quick and easy, no muss, no fuss, $2,200 across 6-7 accounts. And we can be on the sideline as a spectator. I read
Order
that, Rao.
submitted.
Rao's referring to Ninja Trader was sold. Now let's get ready. 9:35. Whoops.
Order submitted.
We've got our iBots kicking in. Let's see what we've got going on the ES. Ooh, our Mac truck is in. Let's take a look at the NQ20U Mac truck. It's out. It's already up 1,000. Raphael, I hope you got that one, my friend. And Muhammad.
Order submitted.
Kraken is the crypto platform. Yeah, they bought NinjaTrader. NinjaTrader is now a subsidiary of Kraken. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not 100%. Okay, our iBot NQ30 range is in. In like a sin. Let's do it.
Order submitted.
This is a fun strategy to watch.
Order submitted.
iBot 16U.
Order submitted.
That's the MNQ. I always do that. Here's the iBot. This is the bot that's streaming data from the stock market.
Order
It
submitted.
picked up a disparity of buyers versus sellers and jumped in long.
Order submitted.
Boy, that trade went for a full winner, and I bailed out early on my PA accounts, but that's okay. My evals, I did score the full 500. We stepped aside. We didn't trade into support. Initially, it looked like the market was going to go short on us. We patiently waited for it to bounce off of support. And once we had the market structure and alignment on both the 30 range and the 20 Unirenko, we caught a nice pop to the upside. Here we go. Here we go. This could have some legs. Oh!
Order submitted.
Our E-mini is still below our VWAP. So technically we're still set up for a short on our E-mini.
Order submitted.
Ooh, our haymaker's in. That was a haymaker entry. You see that? AINQ30 range haymaker. Here we go. This is the beautiful entry right off the 50. Let's go to the iBot 24U. Gold just took off long.
Order
Let's
submitted.
see if we can break through resistance. We break through resistance. We got some running room. Here we go. Retesting it.
Order submitted.
We got the smart stop. That was a candlestick pattern recognition. It saw this bearish engulfing candle and ran for the hills. So we're in a pretty narrow range here. We got support on the bottom underneath
Order
us
submitted.
that we bounced off earlier at 9:30. And now it looks like we've got some upside resistance.
Order submitted.
Could be another haymaker entry right here. Why am I saying it's a haymaker entry? Because my 15 and my 50 are green, and my RSI line is breaking through my 20% line. That's a setup for a haymaker. It didn't take it because I have a pivot right above me. But those are beautiful entries. Nice and tight to the 50. The pivot prevented us from getting in. We're in on the 600 tick on the IBOT. Let's take a look at that trade. Yesterday it had a really good day.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
No follow through. Our 1-day pass scored on the 30 range. Param Roop. I hope you got that one. We have a member, Param Roop. Really nice young lady that loves to play the 30 range on the 1-day pass. Look at my Sim 101 account. That's that velocity is just crushing it. That's 4 for 4 this week. 4 for 4. We were 5 for 5 last week, remember. That's
Order
9,
submitted.
that's 9 out of 9. The last 10 trades.
Order submitted.
And bam, we're back in on a 600 tick with some upside resistance again. Let's see if we can break it. Come on, let's get a pop to the upside. The E-mini's coming right back to the VWAP. Big retracement. Let's see if we can break through that VWAP on the ES, man. We need a big day today.
Order submitted.
Just launched to the upside. Keeps getting hung up right up there. There's a lot of bears in the market. Right at 19.9. They're fighting over that price. Here we go. Getting a big burst of volatility. It's going to pop up or down, one way or the other. Come on, break through there. Let's go.
Order submitted.
Nasky, good morning. All right. You missed the trade already, Nasky.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Nasky's one of our new
Order
members.
submitted.
Scientist, really great guy. Good morning and welcome. Oh man, what a mess. I hope we get it sorted out today.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
And you see our ES coming right up to that VWAP. And you're up 500
Order
on the
submitted.
trade. That's a big area of resistance, that VWAP is. Let's see if it breaks through. I really hope it does.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
One of David Wise's rules is never trade into the VWAP. He says always go short below the VWAP. So this was kind of a counter trend trade we took on a signal A entry. If it was live money, I think I would squeeze it real tight, but that's just me. That's part of my illness.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
There it goes. It's breaking through.
Order submitted.
Man, we just locked in some profits. Now we're in this trade on this 24U with no
Order
risk.
submitted.
We got a clear shot.
Order submitted.
At our profit target above. We got some beautiful hammer.
Order submitted.
Bullish hammers here. Looking like it's going to continue up to the upside.
Order submitted.
Come on up. Giving us a little stair step here. Push up. We got our gold bought up just under 1,000. You see gold trading at over 3,040 an ounce. A lot of uncertainty. The good news is I should say the bad news. The bad news is they didn't drop interest rates. They kept them the same. I don't think they really know what's going to happen next. Catnap. Good morning, Catnap. Mohammed, I know you're out there, and I know, well, your name's on the
Order
tip of my
submitted.
tongue. Anybody catch that trade, that early trade this morning on the 30 range? That long move? Good morning, Catnap. Come on, let's get a pop to the upside here. Let's go. We've got a 10 o'clock news report. We've got natural gas storage coming up at 10:30. Existing home sales at 10 a.m. Now we're bouncing off the VWAP on the E-mini. We're at a crucial price right here.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
There goes gold short. Looks like we might push up right through the VWAP and continue to the upside. Our NASDAQ went into consolidation here. Got a lot of volatility building up here. When you see all these sideways candles, price tends to pop one way or the other out of that consolidation channel. Hoping it's to the upside. David Wise refers to that as the compression zone. That's a compression zone.
Order submitted.
Just popped to the upside off the stock market. You see how quick that entry was?
Order submitted.
Out of consolidation? That was incredible. It got hung up on that upside support, resistance. But man, that kinetic data feed off of the stock market picked up on that
order submitted.
Long, lightning fast. Unfortunately, there wasn't much follow through. But we're in on the 24U as well.
Order submitted.
If you're joining us late, the streak continues. We did our power play this morning.
Order submitted.
A few minutes after the market opened, we caught a nice trade to the upside. And we were able to put $2,200 across our Apex accounts to continue the winning streak.
Order submitted.
What's today, the 20th? That put us over 18,000. Here we are on the PA accounts from February 1st to March 20th. We're at $18,000. Just over 18,000. And all we're doing is that one setup. And it has been winning 80% of the time. 80%. Here we go, another move to the upside. Here's our scalper, our ES8U scalper. What an entry.
Order submitted.
Man, we're right
Order submitted.
Never is a smooth trip to the ceiling here, to the top, is it? This is the performance of the PA accounts this week. This week. You can see these are the three checked. About $1,000 per account. Go back to last week. Between last week and this week, we're at an 87% win rate. $8,300. I'm right on the cusp of a windfall on these accounts. A really nice payout. This strategy automatically adheres to all of the prop trading rules. You don't have to worry about the consistency rule or any of the rules that they come up with. This is prop trading rule proof. All right, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Good morning. No, Gabe, I wish. I wish. It's a very conservative strategy, Gabe. We make between 250 and 500 a day with it per account. I wish it was 18,000 per account. I'd be on the phone with my travel agent.
Order submitted.
Boy, this trade's looking good on the 8U. It could go all the way. Broke right through our VWAP. Caught that beautiful reversal on this entry long and against the grain went right
Order
through
submitted.
the VWAP. Which strategy, Nick? It's the
Order submitted.
the strategy I'm using is I use the 30 range, the velocity.
Order submitted.
And what I do is I time my entry. Let me explain how
Order
it works.
submitted.
When the market opens at 9:30, what I'm looking for is an alignment and trend on the 20 Unirenko and the 30 range. Okay, what I mean by an alignment of trend. My chart has two moving averages on it. If you look here on this 30 range chart, you can see them easily right now. There are two red lines right here. And you have price right now is right at the 50.
Order submitted.
It just broke through the 50. Okay, so what I'm looking for a short entry is for price to be below the 50 on my 30 range, but also on my 20 Unirenko, below the 50. It has to match my 30 range. So it's a multi-time frame alignment in trend. In trend. It's just
submitted.
like, you know, David Wise, if he's going to take a trade, trading stocks and options, if he's going to enter on a 5-minute chart, he's going to look at a daily chart and see what the overall trend is. He doesn't want to take a counter trend trade. He wants to trade into the direction that institutional money's been pushing that ticker. Well, this, because it's an intraday trade, we don't look at a daily. We look at a 20 Unirenko. It's a smaller scale, but it's the same principle. It's a multi-time frame alignment and trend. And when I have the alignment on my 30 range and my 20 Unirenko for a long trade, now it's set up for a long trade.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Price is above my 15 and 50 on both charts right now. When that happens, between 9:32 in the morning, when the market opens,
Order submitted.
we have that burst of volatility at the open. At first, we let things settle down for a few minutes. And then after a few minutes, we look for that alignment and trend. And that's when we enable our trade copier. We put that trade copier on every single Apex account we got. because it's winning 88% of the time. And we hit the on button.
Order submitted.
So it's still an automated entry. We're just timing when it's going to execute. Okay? So that's the hack that we've been using. Raphael used it the last few days in a row and got the same as me. Got two winners in a row. I'm not sure if Raphael took it today. I haven't seen him yet. But I'm thinking he did. Okay, Mohammed did it today. He's up 235. Oh, the 8U went right
Order
back
submitted.
in. Got a full winner on the 8U. It came right to the top of my leaderboard. Here we go. We're getting some legs to the upside now. We got our 24U in.
Submitted.
And we got our 600
Order
tick
submitted.
in. Here we
Order
go.
Submitted.
Just a tick away. Bam. Got it. Full winner. Full winner. It just brought us back to break even on the 24U, but our 600 tick is up 900 now. Our 16U and 20U on the iBots.
Order
our 16U
submitted.
is back in.
Order submitted.
Let's see if this one hits. Getting a really nice push to the upside now.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Scott, it's the same strategy I do every day. I use the NASDAQ 30 range velocity. I time out the entry. I need my 30 range and my 20 Unirenko market structure-wise. And I just explained, I just kind of quantified what I mean by market structure-wise. I want them to be in alignment. For a long trade, I want them to be above the 50, both charts. For a short trade, I want them to be both below the 50, and I want it to be within the first 15 minutes of the market open. I think that that's really part of the ingredients because we have that
order submitted.
Extreme volatility right then. Volume is cooking. It's at 2,000-3,000 contracts a minute. We got some really good follow through.
Order
and it's
submitted.
Really the gasoline that really sets off that strategy for us. Kind of, all things are working together for us.
Order submitted.
Yeah, it's the 30 range velocity is the one I'm using. I'm thinking of playing around. I hate to fix something that's not broke, but I've noticed that I take very little heat on these trades. If you go to these trades here, if I go to my trades,
order submitted.
Well, it'll tell me the average maximum adverse excursion. Maximum adverse excursion on the average is 178. That means we're taking on the average, that's how much heat we're taking on these trades. So $178 on
order
one
submitted.
contract
Order submitted.
would be 5 divided by 17, 35 ticks of heat we're taking on the average. So what I'm thinking is instead of risking 100 ticks, is to only risk 50, maybe even scale up and go for 2 contracts. So my maximum adverse excursion is how much heat am I taking on these winning trades? On the average, I'm taking 35 ticks of heat. So I could, based on the data, adjust the position of my stop. There's no reason to be taking $500 of heat, of risk, when on the average I'm only taking 35 ticks of heat on the trades. Now we could have a monster here. We're in our profit window. So we're going to make either 500 or 1,000 here, or 750. We made the 500, but we're still in on the 24U. So the bots are starting to get some traction here. You can see my leaderboard, and all we're trying to do here is we're just trying to pick one of the bots to copy in our live account. Looking at the leaderboard, it gives us a good indication of which ones are performing well in this current trading environment. Now, does this mean all of my bots are winning? No. There's bots underneath here that are losing. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 bots that are losing. But I have a tremendous amount of winning bots. And these are the ones that I want to focus on, the ones that are performing the best in this trading environment. Our 20U is back in. Our 24U is in. All the iBots have taken off long.
Order submitted.
Thank you, Michael. Appreciate that.
Order submitted.
I talk to members on the phone, and some of them have no idea what I'm talking about. That's why I want to try to make it more simple. I'm thinking of just getting a bare chart and just putting the moving averages on them, so you can see exactly what I mean. Because, I mean, it's just, I hate to jinx myself, but I haven't done it so far. I haven't jinxed myself. It probably won't work forever, but you know what? Right now it is. I've gotten these $150,000 accounts right to the payout.
Order submitted.
I'm not going to request the payout just yet. But I finally reached it. The profit goal on a $150,000 account is $9,000.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
So my profit goal on these $150,000 accounts is $9,000. I'm at 60.
Order submitted.
67. I'm at 6,700. So I've got about 2,300 to go.
Order submitted.
But automatically I'm conforming to their consistency rule. I don't have to worry about any one of my profits being over and getting caught up in their, rules. I haven't, Gabe. The only time I've tried it is here, because this is when I trade. I don't see why it wouldn't work at the London Open.
Order submitted.
I think it's definitely worth giving a try if you're up at that time of the morning. That's a good question, Scott. Before I found this little hack, I thought the 150K accounts would work better because they give me more wiggle room. But now that I've found this, wow, that's incredible, Ron. Man, I can't believe how many days you've mentioned something like that. That's incredible. Ron said he has he's running the full portfolio is plus 14,000 since 6 p.m. last night. But let me finish answering that, Scott. I think now that I had this hack working so well, I'm kicking myself for not having the 50,000 accounts. Because my win rate, I mean, I'd have a payout, right? You know, I'd have a really nice payout had I went with the 50,000 accounts. So with a winning percentage like the one that I'm getting, a 50,000 account, you know, especially when your average
Order submitted.
your MAE, your average losing trade, or your MAE is 178. The profit factor on this
Order
is
submitted.
off the charts. Profit factor 6.4 and 87% win rate. Okay, we're getting a big retracement here on the NASDAQ. Yeah, congratulations, Ron. That's just phenomenal.
Order submitted.
But Scott, I think in order to determine that, because I always like to think, well, how can I make that decision based on the data? Based on the data, you know, you'd have to look at your winning percentage and how much you're winning and losing on each trade.
Order submitted.
I think then you can make a better decision as to what account size would be best for you. With a real high winning percentage, I would go with the smaller accounts.
Order submitted.
You reach the payouts quicker. That's why I'm thinking I might need to scale up. If I go to 50 ticks of risk and trade 2 contracts, a full loser, I'm still going to lose $500. But potentially on a winner, instead of making 250 or 500, I'm going to be making 500 or 1,000.
Order submitted.
Big difference.
Order submitted.
Row's up another 1250.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Excuse me for just a moment.
Order submitted.
Here goes gold, Row, on another one. This could pop to the upside. Looks like we've fallen into some chop here. Judy said she caught that trade. I know there's a little bit of a delay on YouTube. So I'm thinking when I take it, the trade may have already passed you on your computer, but I'm not sure. YouTube puts a second or two in between us. But scrolling back, I see Judy said that she caught that trade.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
There goes the 600 tick. 16U is in. Let's check out the 16U. Gold's in a runner. Yeah, we just took all the risk off of that trade on the 600 tick. We just got a ton of upside resistance. Seems like every time we get into a trade, we're trading into resistance. Just popped right through. Come on, hit our target. Bam, we got the first target. Here we go. Here we go to the upside.
Order submitted.
All right, we just locked in another leg on the profits on the 600 tick. 500 or 1,000 now. 500 or 1,000. 1,000 would be nice. 500's not too shabby. 500. Now the 16U is still sitting tight, still hanging in there.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Right back in on the 600 tick. All right, Gabe. Thanks for joining us. Come back tomorrow, same time, same channel. We're going to do it again. God willing.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Gold's up 1,570 on my computer. I think about right around the same as Rao. Rao is up 1250. Hey, Joel, good morning.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Yes, it's been a long time, Joel. I'm glad you joined us. Welcome. Where you been? Where you been hiding out? Dr. Wild's in the house. Good morning, Doctor. Oh, man. We've been, the good times have been rolling over here. We're on a real win streak here, Joel. Oh, very nice. Beautiful. Sounds like paradise.
Order submitted.
We're going to do a recap here in just a couple of minutes. What we're doing, Joel, is we're trading the automated bots that we have here at Rightline. We've got the iBots, and those are triggering trades from data that's run from the stock market. The market internals, a true leading indicator. And we also have a very sophisticated system in our AI auto trader that's leveraging some pretty advanced artificial intelligence integrations. Hey, Bill. Bill, the trade copier I'm using is from Affordable Indicators. If you asked me about it a month ago, I would have told you to stay away from it. But just recently, within the last few months, they put out an update, this 25.251. And man, this thing is dynamite now. I never have a problem, knock on wood. Oh my God.
Order submitted.
I absolutely love it now.
Order submitted.
A lot of our members also use Replicanto, just if you want to do some comparative shopping. But the one I'm using is from Affordable Indicators.
Order submitted.
Yeah, Mark, Joe's a great guy, really is. I've got nothing but good things to say about Joel. He's been very helpful. When I did have an issue, he bent over backwards to help me and found a solution. So, really happy with my purchase.
Order submitted.
Joe's a great guy. He does those. I'm kind of a little bit of a fan of his. He does those cold water plunges for that adrenaline rush. You know, it makes me think of those the Polar Bear Club. You know, those people out in Alaska or wherever they are. They jump in the ice cold water. Ooh. Here we go, right up into resistance. Come on, let's get a first target on that 16U. Oh, I hate to see this be up 500 and come all the way back. Come on, keep going up. You're funny, Mark. You gave him good information, man. It's he's a superstar now with those trade copiers. He's got a really great in-demand product, and he's just a talented guy. What can you say? All right, we're in this trade. Let's call this one the last, and we're going to do a recap. We got Mr. David Wise, professional options trader, coming up right behind me. He's trading the SPY super system. This guy's a ringer. 90% win rate. He's a leader in the Reddit community of traders. He has several published articles. He's got more ways to extract money out of the stock market than Carter's got liver pills. He'll do a straddle, a strangle, a put. Man, he knows them all. And he's good. Here we go, another test. We just locked in profits. You see my stop lock in another leg of profits here. So we're at 500 or 1,000.
Order submitted.
Let's see if we can go all the way. Here we go. Oh, 950. Oh, see, I'd have to squeeze my stop on this one. I couldn't let that happen. Now we have a profit window that we can prevent that. But we're just gathering data on these. There's an old saying, don't be a Rick, rhymes with Rick, over a tick. If you're within 5 ticks of your profit target, pull that stop up. Don't give up $200-300 over a tick or two. And that's exactly what our profit window does.
Order submitted.
We might get out on the exit on the line change here. When my 15 EMA changes colors, or it'll hit my stop. Either way, we're in it. These bots have no emotion. They do not get scared. They don't blink. Okay, let's go back. Let's take a look this morning, and let's try to just show this trade. It was on the PA. It was on all my PA accounts. We'll put it on 18, just so we can see the text and marker. And we're going to scale. We're going to scroll back. And I'd like to just take a minute because I want to clip this explanation. And we're going to scroll back to when we took it. It was right here at 932. Okay, and I'm going to scroll back on my 20 Unirenko to 932. $932.33. 932.33 right here. Let me see if I could
Order submitted.
price above the 15 and 50.
Order submitted.
Okay. So, this was the entry that we took. The reason we took it, on the 30 range, prices above the 15 and the 50 on my 30 range chart. At the same exact time, at 9:32 and 33 seconds on my 20 Unorenco, price is also above the 15 and the 50. So I had a multi-time frame alignment of trend. It's right within my window. I like to do these trades between 9:32 and 9:45, ideally. The first 15 minutes, eliminate the first 2 minutes of the market open. Let the first 2 minutes go. After the 2 minutes have gone, when we have an alignment of trend on the 20 Unorenco and the 30 range, what we do is we use a trade copier and we time out when we're going to enter on the velocity, the 30 range velocity bot. It's called the AINQ. Let me find it. Velocity drone. This is the one we're going to put in on our leader account. Now you can see this strategy today, it's up. But if I showed you a historical performance of that bot, you wouldn't be all that impressed. But by following this hack that I'm describing now, it wins over 80% of the time. Okay? It's been a real money maker. So what we do is we put the NQ30 range Smart Velocity drone as our leader account. I put every Apex account I can muster onto this copier because I've been doing so well with it. I put them all on there, okay? And I don't click the on button until my rules are met. Until it's after 9:32 and I have a multi-time frame alignment and trend.
Order submitted.
On my 20 Unorenco and my 30 range. When that happens, I hit my on button and I get into the very next entry, like it did here, and it copied across all my accounts. If I put this, I have it on the SIM account, but if I put this on the SIM account, it'll show the text and marker at the same place at 9:32 and 33 seconds. Took the same entry. So that's the rules of that entry. And the performance speaks for itself. Going back, you can see the beautiful equity curve. Going back all the way to February. And these are all PA accounts.
Order submitted.
Using this prop trading hack, we're at $18,000. You can see it's up. These PA accounts are 150,000 accounts, two of them. They're up 6,700, 6,600, and 6,400 on the $300,000 account. So $18,000 across those three PA accounts. And it's been a very consistent, if we look at it on a daily, you could see in order the daily profits, just a beautiful equity curve each day cumulatively with very few losers going straight up. So that's the hack, the prop trading hack. I call it my power play. And we do it every morning between 9:32 and 9:45. And I'm going to clip that. And I'll post it on YouTube so you see the rules. It's very simple. It's extremely simple to do. So I want to thank everybody once again. The way the leaderboard ended up today, it was hard to find a bot that didn't do well. Very much like yesterday. The AI, the number one bot of the day, is the 8U Scalper drone. Man, that bot, I'll tell you what, over the last few weeks, it is just crushing it. Well, we're going to do a weekly recap tomorrow. We'll go over the top performing bots of the week tomorrow. I'm not going to take more time today. But please come join me tomorrow. We'll go through the best weekly performers. And we're going to try to keep this streak alive, this winning streak. And go 5 for 5 for the week. We're 4 for 4 this week. And I hope that you'll join me here tomorrow. If you would, please do me a favor and like my video here on YouTube. It gives us some traction. It gets some new eyes on our products and services here on Right Line Trading. And we want to keep coming to you every day with quality training and tools and trading. We got Right Line funding. We got a big meeting today. Hopefully this is our getting started meeting. We're just getting some of our workflows on our website through the back end.
Order submitted.
And we're going to be on with Right Line funding. So thanks again for joining me, everybody. Again, this is our leaderboard. If I go to the bottom, there are a few bots that are losing.
Order submitted.
They didn't all win. Okay? I don't want any bad testimonials on Trustpilot. There are some bots. There's about 10 of them here that did not win today. Our methodology here is to keep an eye on the winners, and that's what I do. It was hard to pick a losing bot today, though, the way the system traded today. So I hope everybody will join me again tomorrow, and have a blessed rest of your day. Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you. Thanks, Scott. Have a great day, everybody. Stay blessed.